reality, no.
Alright, it's finally happening. Myself, my boy John here. We're hitting the road. We're heading to Enid, Oklahoma right now. Actually, there are 2 filming locations on the way to Enid, where our hotel is. And we're gonna go check those out, hit the hotel, wake up early in the morning, then go to Wakita. Alright, we made it to our first location here. This is where the diner used to be. Here's where the famous Going Green line was. The tire shop is still there, but it doesn't really look like it's still in use. It might be. Parked in a pretty similar place. I think there used to be a fence up here, but it's gone now. Alright, we made it to our second stop here. This is all that's left as far as notable things, and the silos, of course. Now, after some reading, this is essentially where they had built the fake drive-in to destroy on camera. And we're about to go to the drive-in where they actually did the detailed filming. So let's go check that out now. Alright, made it just down the road to the actual theater, and there's horrible information about like what's what with this, but here's my guess. My guess is that where they are showing The Shining is this is where that actually was filmed. So everything that was facing towards the theater was actually filmed here, but as far as the garage and all that kind of stuff, I think was back there. Now they might have made like the backside of the theater like a fake one, but this is actually where The Shining was shown, and all of the vehicles are parked and whatnot because it's pulling up both of them. So they must have both been involved, which this does look familiar. There's nothing left at the other place except that little brick building that you saw. In the back of the movie, you can actually still see that brick building. So, not much to see there, but, you know, nonetheless, we're going to every location. So me and John got a room here, right? And as we're about to leave to go get some dinner, I was about to walk in here. I was like, whoa, there's water all over the floor. And you can see right here, there is water coming in from the ceiling above us, which I can only assume is probably from the bathtub or shower above us. I'm not really sure. So we're currently switching rooms. So we'll see how the other room turns out. But so far, no bueno. Oh, also one really cool thing, the gentleman at the front desk, his aunt was actually security yeah, security guard for the film set of Twister. So pretty cool. All right, guys, we're in the other room now. This one's actually nicer. Like, I mean, nothing really wrong with the other one, but ooh, and I told John, I said, you know how it's no, do you know how you know if it's meant to be? And he's like, how? I was like, because you'd be on the back side. If you look back there, right there, you can see our truck. So we're on the same side as the truck now, so that's cool. So, all seems to be well. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it's a nice, beautiful morning here in Enid. Me and John are ready to go to the event. It's about a 45-minute drive. No big deal. 'Tis but a skip and a hop. Second hotel room did good. We'll see y'all there. We made it. We're in Wakita. Alright, things are kind of kicking off at the event back there. In the meantime, me and John decided to go check out the site where Aunt Meg's house was. We'll still drive over here and get a picture with the truck at some point, but I want to go check it out in person. Just walk over. Well, this is all that's left here now. Some flowers, wind chimes, a couple trees, bushes. Still nice little place to come and relax. See, all the other houses appear to still be here, but not much left of this one. All right, we got one of the actual screen used Jeeps here. This one is number 2. We've got a pretty good replica. I brought my replica of Bill's truck here. It's missing the antenna. Needs the clear windows in the back, which I do have. It's locked right now, but it has 120,000 miles, just clicked over. And then someone brought theirs. Theirs is actually a V10. And it's pretty clean inside as well. I'd say it's almost as clean as mine. And if you can see, it's got 132,000 miles. So really close to mine. Paint job's a little better. But one thing I did notice is that it was not originally red. Yes, it technically was, but if you look back here, it used to be actually maroon. But overall, 2 really clean trucks. Oh, his also doesn't have the correct tires on it, but it's really cool to see them side by side. Whole reason I wanted the camper shell is because I knew he would have Dorothy in the back. You gotta be different. All right, we got Mel and his replica there. We've got the OG Dorothy out of the museum. Got my truck right here. We've got the number 2 screen used truck, and then back there we have the replica. About to start this parade.
what you just told me. And they're from Guthrie. You're from Colorado? Cool. Thank you for coming. Nice try. I don't think this was the original ram that was in the movie. No. But it is a good reference of this. Thank you for bringing it. Here's another replica of the truck, but we have a real replica.
Alright, just got done with the parade. Getting ready to head back. We're loading up the original Twister truck right now. Tomorrow, we're heading to more locations. Another beautiful morning in Enid. We're about to go meet Mel and go hit some more movie locations. Get this truck warming up. It's a little chilly out this morning, not gonna lie. So, waiting on John right now, and we're gonna hit the road. All right, we found Mel. We're heading out this morning. Look how sweet that thing looks. Dorothy in the back, and the antennas on the truck look so cool. The thing is set up. It's awesome seeing that version of this truck and this version of this truck, if that makes sense. Now we're at our first location. This is the infamous Sidewinder scene, and what they're doing, actually all of us together, we've got a drone up in the air and we're doing like a recreation of that scene in the movie because they're doing a little film themselves. So let's see how this goes. Alright, we've located the Where's My Truck scene, and there happens to be some of the old bridge left. You said you have a piece of it here in the back of your truck?
Yep.
And you got this how long ago?
Oh, Leo grabbed this, last year, I believe, and he had to let it sit out because it was termite infested. The whole group grabbed a bunch of these when they were here.
Let's go take a look at what's left. I did not expect to be such a massive hole. This is where the bridge was. It's kind of clearing the grass right here. And I don't know if you can really see how deep it is, but it goes way, way down, probably 10 feet down, because I can see the culvert that runs through the road right there. And you can barely see the bottom. But if you look right there, I don't know how well you can see it, there's actually a post from the bridge. And you can see it right there. There's still a post. Alright, so we're actually talking to the owner of this property who was here when they were filming, and he's telling us about it. And we're gonna see if he'll be willing to talk on camera a little bit about what everything was back when it happened. Alright, they're now letting us in the gate, which is even cooler. So we're gonna go on the back side of it.
Sitting at my house at, say, 7 o'clock in the evening. My parents lived there at that time. Me and my wife and oldest son were there. My wife was pregnant with our second child. These two guys come knocking on the door. We go answer the door, and they said, we're from Warner Brothers Studio out in California. We've been looking at some of your property. We'd like to maybe film a movie. I said, get out of here. You gotta be full of shit. Yeah. And then they convinced me that they weren't full of shit, so.
Did they have briefcase of money?
Well, that came later, you know. Actually, I signed up, I was an employee. However long they did the production scene here. They had me build a fence, try to get livestock to come up in here and stay. And I was doubtful that it was going to work because they had a jet engine that they used for the wind. I said, you fire that up and these cattle are going to be gone. So that's what happened. Everything had to be done really fast, you know. Me and a buddy spent 3 days, 15 hours a day constructing this fence to hold these cattle up in this area. So we could only put really 3 wires on it. And I got another guy that had the cattle, bring them over and we put them in the area and they fired that thing up. So I got around them on a horse and brought them back up here, and I think they were able to successfully maybe get one shot with some cattle in there, but I'm not sure. I remember there were cows flying through there in one portion of the movie, but I couldn't believe the extent that they went to do all of it. Like I said, they started back there at that sharp curve and constructed this road all the way down to here. And they would contact me and say, we need that tractor today. And I said, okay. It was getting kind of toward the end of it, you know, and I'd bring the tractor down, and they would say, who told you to bring that tractor down here? It'd be another guy, because each part of the movie production had their own team. You know, the producer, the director, there's like 3 different separate location, and they all, it was like military, they're kind of in battle with each other. Because I'd bring the tractor and they'd say, who told you to do that? And I'd say, so-and-so. They'd say, well, yeah, we want the tractor, but do you have a trailer you can hook on behind it? I'd say, yeah, I got one back at the house. Go back, hook a trailer on, park it back on the bridge. Who told you to do that? You know, when I get back, I'd say, well, this is so-and-so. Well, do you have any hay that you can put on the trailer? Yeah, I got some back at the house. Go back, put hay on the trailer, come back, park the tractor. Finally, they were satisfied. But then, you never knew when they were really shooting for real or not, you know, because it turned out to be, you know, on the day that they were finally gonna actually do it, the intensity went way up because the director was coming, you know, with his crew and everything, and the film crew. And
get anything down there, Love?
you can take that whole beam if you want to. But anyway, that guy came to my house, he was the head guy right under the director, and I can't remember his name, but I told my wife, I said, I'm tired of messing with him, I'm worn out. And he was banging on the door, please, we need the tractor today, they're coming in about 45 minutes, please. And then he started calling me. He had a cell phone actually, back it was kind of a big phone, but he was calling me and, please, you know, Bear, I know you're in there. Come out, bring the tractor. I said, well, the tractor's not running now. You guys did something to it. It's messed up, but they brought some mechanics in and got it going. So we got it down here and they did their thing. But at the end of it all, I'd had enough of it, you know.
And you still have that tractor, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, her and...
You was here last year.
Yeah.
You took us up to the house.
You were one of them too, yeah.
You took us up to the house, showed us.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are like Twister enthusiasts?
Oh, yeah.
Are they gonna remake? I keep hearing they're thinking about making a Twister too.
It's bouncing around of Helen Hunt and the rest of the movie studio that they're going with. But with all the remakes we've seen, like Top Gun and stuff like that, I think we're gonna get it eventually.
Yeah. I could care less either way, really. But it was a fun experience, you know, looking back on it all. I was 32 at the time, I think. 33. I was born in 63 and it was done in 95. 32. So I'm 59 now. That's a long time ago. But it was fun, you know, while the experience lasted. I wish this grass wasn't so tall, because you could clearly, they distinctly made a path with a tractor where they just did loops in the field all the way leading up to here. I think it was kind of an after shot to show where the tornado actually traveled through.
Out there just tearing up the grass?
Yeah, just making kind of like little circles that advance this way. But I was telling everybody else that I told you back, we actually had it happen in 2010. We got hit by a tornado. And it came from right over that hill right over there. There are actually 3 of them. One main one and 2 that were off to each side of it. There were 3 distinct trails coming off of that hillside that you could see where they came down through there.
I remember you telling me that you lost back on the property. You said you lost a barn or something like that?
Oh, I lost like 6 barns.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's the post.
Here's the post.
Yeah. That's a true relic. How much is it worth? Do we have a bid?
I got $1.
I often wondered how much I could maybe get for that tractor, you know. They could put it in the put it in the Smithsonian or something.
Second here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We got our second board coming out here. Got 1 post, 1 top piece.
I actually have a relic from the old bridge.
I was gonna say, this feels like old railroad ties and shit.
Get Jonas, huh? You're desperate late, huh? Come on, man. Give me a kiss, man, huh? Move, sir! Move on! Oh, Mr. 20! Get out of here! I'm dead.
Alright, this is called the Sunshine Bridge that crosses over the Arkansas River. We just talked to the son of the property owner for the divorce paper scene. They own this property here and got permission, so we're gonna go down here and check it out. All right, we were told that the combine in the movie was still around, and we were told that this is it. Everything that we see matches up. You can be the judge of that. It's not very far from the location where that scene was filmed. It's missing the wheels and tires now. But I would say that this has to be it. The top used to be yellow, but that's a almost brand new top that's green. So it's a John Deere Titan 8820. This next scene is probably one of the more famous ones. Now we're coming in from the wrong side, I believe. But this is where the water spouts were. Actually, maybe not, because I get confused because of the telephone poles, which side they were on. But this is also the famous "We Got Cows" line came from. Now this used to be a dirt road that's been paved sometime in the past, but still cool nonetheless. got the Tacoma with Dorothy behind us. Well, good morning again. We hit Oklahoma City last night and got a hotel. And we just decided to stay there. Had a nice dinner with the rest of the Twister fanatics. On our drive from Oklahoma City down to South Oklahoma City, we noticed a high-pitched squealing, like a, I don't know, like a boost leak or something. Did some investigating, and the charge pipes on the intake horn side were both loose. One was completely loose, the other one, like you could move the clamp. The other one was just, I don't know, probably 15 turns loose, which is still way too loose. But we're gonna get some fuel and hit the road. All right, we just made it back home. Had no more issues aside from the little clamp on the intake horn boot. Big thanks to everyone that helped make this happen. Big thanks to everyone that stayed to the end and watched everything. Truck's filthy. We're gonna get it cleaned up tomorrow, don't worry. And don't know if we're gonna see another video with this thing or not. I'd really like to buy a Jeep and go back next year, but you never know. We'll see what happens. There's a few more small little things that we could do to make this even closer to the movie truck, but like I said, it is what it is, right?